Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. It's out. Football Manager 2023 is here. It's the beta, and we're just going to get stuck into it. It's our first look. I downloaded it about 5 minutes ago, got everything set up, and we are ready to go. So it's officially been out, I think, about 50 minutes now, but I didn't go in from work quick enough, really. But we're going to jump straight into our beta save. As you can probably see, it will be Crystal Palace. Reason for that? No idea. I've made my manager already. Obviously, we will be jumping straight into the Premier Division, and we have found Crystal Palace. Let's go to the advanced setup, because we always like to go to the advanced setup. I don't think anything's really changed in this front. It's going to be the usual sort of, we'll probably leave it at the base as to what they've got. We'll bump the database up to large so we can see a couple of other teams and stuff. If there are any players you want me to have a look at, let me know, and I'm happy to see if they're in this database. Otherwise, we'll have other databases that I'm going to set up to have a good look at. But yeah, generally good to start with. Yep, happy with all that. Let's start the game and get stuck in. So there are a few changes that have happened in this iteration of Football Manager. Nothing too big, which I guess depending on how you feel. There's obviously been all the talk about the graphics and how things need to be improved for future Football Managers, but that's not happening this year as much as we maybe hoped. So we've got to enjoy what we've got. We've got the tool that will help us plan our team. So that'll be interesting to take a look at, certainly. And a few other aspects for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes. Miles Jacobson, the man who runs Football Manager, has come out and said that this year is going to be harder because the opposition managers are going to react. How good that is for me as someone who's not very good at Football Manager anyway, we will see. We will see if this year I can actually have one save go throughout the whole beta, which is only 2 weeks long, instead of getting sacked within the first week. We'll absolutely find out, and hopefully Crystal Palace will be that team. But I'm going to stop talking until we jump a bit more into the game, and we will take a good look. So, we're here. Crystal Palace Higher Empire. It's a weird name. Adam Empire. Yeah, take it. 43,000. Nice. But all here looking similar to how it was. Nothing too different in that front. Transfer budget of £1,700,000. That's a bit mental. And the fact that Brighton are still Palace's rivals, I'm not sure on really. Not exactly real, true rivals, are they? But nothing too different there. Obviously, there will be a few transfers that we'll be taking a look at in the Palace side. A few players going out and in. Again, not too much change here. This came in, I think it was last year, the club vision, or the year before. I don't know. It all just merges into one, really. Remain in the Premier Division is the goal for the beta. And I want to see if we can go better. Forge a higher reputation than Brighton. Get the better of our rivals, Millwall, if we happen to play against them. So, that I've not seen that before. Maybe it's just because I don't pick clubs with big rivalries like that. I don't know, but that must be the new support expectation sort of thing. I get it, because that's the new thing that they've introduced. Is supporters are going to be able to kind of put their input and things. Develop players using the club's youth system is one of them, which we can absolutely do. Remain in the Premier League is what they want, and then that makes more sense as to why the rivalries are a bit more important to them. Great. Press conferences, they're the same. Nothing interesting there. We'll have an intra-squad friendly just for the sake of it, because that hopefully should come up quite quick. And I'll quickly save it here. Okay, all saved, and in that sense, good to go. So, our inbox. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at on our inbox? We've got the obviously tactical directions as expected. Here we go, the supporter profile. Now, this is one of the new things that we're going to be looking at. It'll be interesting to see. Social media followers, 1 million followers, 18,000 supporters with season tickets. And the waiting list is 25,000. So that's quite cool. I do like this, actually. Influence on the board's low, though. So we don't have to make them happy if we don't want to. Some core fan base, casuals 13, corporate 3%. So it'd be interesting to see how that changes. If the higher up you maybe go, you're going to get less hardcore fans. Maybe in the lower levels, you're going to have hardcore a larger percentage of hardcore fans. I don't know. We'll have to see as kind of things go. But general still, sign players to sell for profit, work within wage budget. Yeah, this is the more board visions for how they want. We'll just accept those and move on to the next bit. But generally, yeah, usual sort of bits. Biggest spenders, 258 million for Chelsea. Obviously, Erling Haaland is in the game and looks ridiculous as ever. Yeah. Oh, God, that man is just terrifying. Look at that. Anyway, we're not going to meet the press. No, we will create a tactic though. We'll go control possession for now, and I think we'll probably go for a 4-3-3 with a holder. Just for now, we'll obviously tinker as things go on, but generally, squad plan is the other one I want to look at. So this is where we're meant to be. This is what everyone used to use a notepad and pen for. Which might be missed, or it might still be used, depending on how useful this is. But we've got show all positions. Okay, so that just shows us everywhere, but this is what we're using in our formation. Okay, that's good. The players we've got in our first team, suggestions for what players maybe that adds. Senior squad, you can add, okay, other keepers from different squads. Okay, that's nice. See the homegrown status, which is good. Okay. So if we move up, we can obviously then see the other positions we've got there. Mark Gay and Joachim Andersen obviously being the big ones for us in centre-back. Richards is probably slightly better than Klein and Ward at right back. And Mitchell's obviously our first choice at left. Cool. Striker, Edouard Zaha, who's going to be very good in multiple positions because he's probably the best player we've got. Valued at 31 to 40 million. Okay, so I guess this means we can add. So yeah, we can add players. Ask assistant for current position. You've asked your assistant manager to choose the best player for attack midfield right wing. Are you sure you want to proceed? Doing so will remove any changes you've made to the plan for this position. Yeah, because I guess that's the order they've done. So say if I put Zaha at the bottom because I think, we're going to get rid of him, we're going to sell him. If we ask our assistant, he'll pop him at the top because he's obviously the best player we've got. And then we've got next season. Okay, I see. So we've got then Raksaki, we're thinking, could come in at right wing, Ebioe, and then we can see the potential alongside that. This all suggests that Zaha's going, so I guess it's pretty spot on at the moment. Okay, and then the season after as well, again, that's the role abilities that we're expecting, hopefully, these players to reach and the potential. Okay, how much I'm going to use that, I do not have a clue, but we'll see. So we've got also experience matrix. Okay, development, emerging, peak, and experience. So basically what it's saying is old in the prime age, players that hopefully should push on to be some of our better players, and those that are still developing. Okay, cool. Position view. And then we can do it through every position as well. Okay, I quite like this. This makes things a little bit easier to kind of see. If you're lacking in experience, you might want to bring someone in. If you need players who are you've got a lot of development, which I think lots of people will look to do, as you normally do on Football Manager, you can then whack them in peak and see what you've got there. Okay, and then reports, best 11. Yeah, kind of the usual sort of thing. Best prospect. Okay, best player is green. Prospect is purple, so you can see how close they are far away. So Elise is obviously very close to being our best winger as well as him being our best prospect, and you can obviously pick then what tactics you want and who you want that from. So if Gary Issot maybe has a different idea as to who's better or worse in certain positions. Okay, that's okay. The squad planner, I thought initially it was going to be a bit useless, but it could turn out to be a bit more. I'm not sure about this page. I'm going to have to fiddle with it a little more to really get into that. But generally, we've got dynamics, hierarchy, social groups, kind of the thing that was brought in a little while back. Don't want to have a meeting with everyone because I've already done that. Tactics, not too much changing here. You got pressing forward, complete forward, target forward. Yeah, the usual kind of stuff. I'll have to have a look through, see if there's anything that's new in there, because obviously we had wide centre backs last year. Data hub, again, didn't use that at all last year because I'm not exactly knowledgeable on that. Schedule, yeah. Ooh, got Joel Ward testimony against Portsmouth. Definitely want to win that game. And then obviously the usual bits and bobs in there. Competitions as well. Development centre. Now, I believe there is sections where, you can see how your development team are doing. So you've got this option now, which apparently you didn't have before. I mean, I didn't see it before, so I don't think there was. You got training, obviously, tactics as well, which is the usual kind of thing where you can kind of control them if you wanted to. Youth candidates as well. Crystal Palace under 21 staff. Okay, so this is, I like it. No, that's good stuff. I'm happy with that. Club info, obviously, got the usual sort of bits and bobs there. Vision, you can see that. And then you can also see the supporters' feedback. So you can get your ideas from that. But we probably won't have to worry about that too much because it's not too much of effect on us. And then finances as well. I mean, 1 million in transfer budget isn't much at all. And tiny wages. We'll have to see. Maybe someone will come in for Zaha, which wouldn't surprise me. I think he's already wanted by Tottenham and PSG. So if someone comes in for him like that, I might move him on. But there you go. But yeah, I think so far, looking at it as a whole, our first look at it, exciting. Nothing massive to stand out, but certainly it'll be interesting to see. What we'll do is we'll leave it there for today's episode, just teasing you a little bit. And then tomorrow morning, probably about lunchtime, I'll have another video out for you with some gameplay. We'll get stuck into the Crystal Palace first 11 versus second 11. Have a look at how the gameplay works, because there's meant to be a few changes on that front. Maybe have it a bit of an extended match rather than the quick tempo most of us play with, just so we can see if there's any new animations and stuff. But otherwise, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for this year's Football Manager 23. There is loads coming out. We've got the beta, obviously, with Crystal Palace and maybe another club if I get sacked. And, of course, also some exciting stuff that I'll make you aware of over the next week or so for the full game. Wonder Kid Watch will be coming back, so don't worry. I know a lot of you are here for that. And, of course, a few experiments. And there might be a few other bits in there as well. But thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.